Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and that Metal Cooler story event, man. Let me tell y'all, it certainly has a lot of farmable units, one of them being the robot right here. Now this is funny, this is actually the second different card we have got related to these robots from the Metal Cooler movie. The first one is just a rare physical card. This, of course, is an AGL SSR card. So, being an SSR, that means it could go through the potential system, which means it's actually a card worth taking a look at. Now, this is going to be surprising, but this card is actually pretty damn good. I think this guy could be very, very useful for anyone who does not have Extreme AGL Super Battle Road completed. This guy is a great defensive unit, and he's going to be a really good team player. Now, that's really the only place he's going to help you is, I think, Extreme AGL Super Battle Road. But still, I think that's incredibly valuable because I also think most people would consider that one of the toughest of the first 10 stages. You know, Extreme AGL, Extreme Tech are probably two of the toughest of the 10. Now, a lot of people are also saying that he really should be on the Android category. Here's why I actually understand why he's not. If we take a quick look at the Android category, there is one thing that links all of the members of the Android category together. That's the fact that they were all created by Dr. Gero. All of them. Even Super 17 was partially built by Dr. Gero, you know, in Hell, when he was, you know, dead in Dragon Ball GT. Except for Mira. Mira is sort of the one exception, huh? Okay, so maybe that theory is out the window. You know what? I'm going to come back to that. We're going to find out more about Mira, and your boy will come back to that. But for the most part, all the units in the Android category were developed by Dr. Gero. Alright, so the main thing to know about the robot, why he's so good. He does give all allies defense plus 50%. So that's going to be very valuable for, you know, Super Android, again, Extreme AGL Super Battle Road. So Super Android 17, as you guys know, already reduces damage by 40%. You give him an extra 50% defense, that's going to go a long way towards Super 17 taking, I don't know, 25k per hit to 20k per hit, dropping that down to like 10k per hit. That's going to be a very valuable sort of, ability that the Robot Guard has. The other thing he can do is he reduces damage received by 40% for 7 turns from the start of turn. As you guys know, those Super Battle Road fights do go by pretty quick. So he should be able to maintain his defense pretty much the whole way through, too, which is going to be very good. So I really like this robot unit. Such a goofy card for them to give us that's really useful. But again, he is really useful. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. Again, it just continues their theme of making these kick-ass free-to-play units, man. Very, very good. So, attack stat of about 200,000. Of course, nothing crazy. They do have the nice little super attack here. I'll take it. And he does raise his defense on super attack as well. So, you know, he has 3 different ways he's basically increasing not only his defense, but the other allies around you, so that he's going to work very, very well. Ooh, that's perfect, too. We got the exact rotation I was looking for. In the next turn, we'll have the robot linked up with Janemba, which is basically going to give him his main attack links. But, okay, pretty good so far. Now, I probably will... Don't hold me to this, but I probably will rainbow this robot card in the future. Again, you know, I'll repeat it in, you know, every video basically moving forward, but I am sort of a little bit more cautious with using orbs from now on, at least until we start getting the Broly movie characters or seeing them, because I do want to save my orbs for them. I'm personally thinking that the Broly movie characters are going to end up being like the best like freaking characters in the game. Like, I think they're going to be just absolutely ridiculous all the way from top to bottom. So I want to make sure that I'm going to have orbs ready for them. So, you know, a couple of units here. Normally, like, you know, if we didn't have the Broly movie hovering over us, I would probably rainbow the SCR Piccolo. I would rainbow the Tech Vegeta. I would rainbow this guard, like the robot right here. 200k he's able to get to. Yeah, damage is not what he's here to do. He's like basically a support type unit. And again, like he's going to be very helpful, very, very helpful for Extreme AGL because there's not a lot of good Extreme AGL units, man. That's why he's really so good, is there's just so few AGL and tech villain cards. And now he's actually going to be able to contribute greatly, I think, to, you know, Extreme AGL's ability to beat, you know, Super Battle Road stages and stuff like that. I was thinking about running an Extreme AGL team here to go through the event, but I was not able to find a Super 17 friend leader. You know, not a shock, but Super 17 is not very common these days. People don't really run the homeboy Super 17. I know it's yeah, it's very, very surprising. Now, usually this is actually a bit of a tough stage here, especially because of that int metal cooler. He has the tendency to hit incredibly hard, but we have quite a good defensive rotation right here. I think I will have... Now, we'll have Janemba go first. Let's prioritize defense. Let's see how good we could do with a... I do want to... Okay. So, advice I would give for most people, like jumping into this metal cooler fight, you do kind of want to take out that int one first. Because I think the int metal cooler in this like phase right here, he's the hardest hitting unit in this whole event. Even the giant metal cooler in the last phase, I don't think he hits as hard as the main int metal cooler right there. So you do kind of want to prioritize being able to take him down. So, you know, next turn, I am going to make sure to get rid of him with Physical Full Power Frieza, who will definitely be capable probably of one-shotting him. I actually really like what they did with this metal cooler event, man, with this right here. Again, the first time I went through the fight, I brought LR Cell with me, and he just absolutely torched this stage, like, in one turn. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess it's nothing crazy after all. But no, this is actually pretty tough right here. And again, Robot doing pretty well considering I have him 1% in the dupe system. So he's going to be very, very valuable for all players for sure. Very pleased, again, with the continuation of good free-to-play units. Looks like that is something they are continuing doing. Now, Kid Buu, looks like Kid Buu is going to get tagged a little bit by the SCR cooler at the end, but that's okay because we're going to avoid getting hit by the int metal cooler, so we'll be fine. 2.3 million, yeah. Physical Full Power Frieza will be able to handle him, no problem. That is an impressive super attack. And then, hey, here is our boy Cooler. I'm actually just about to pick up some stones in a little bit, so I will get back to doing more summons on the Metal Cooler banner, and I will go ahead and rainbow that Metal Cooler, and then, you know, start, you know, playing around with different, you know, most malevolent clan teams and stuff, because, again, that team is quite formidable. I think it'll be one of the best in the game, actually, just by how powerful Metal Cooler himself is. And then, you know, there's been so many strong Frieza units that have been released as of late. You know, that Final Form Frieza, the SCR Final Form Frieza could not have come at a better time. Like, they really brought him out to us right when he could be very useful. Some of these actual other metal coolers, I decided what I'm going to do with the farmable 5 type metal coolers. I'm going to do basically a 2-part video about all 5 of them. I'm going to do a video breaking them all in depth, like going over why they're actually pretty good, and then actually, you know, doing like a full metal cooler team. That is my plan with them. Because they're actually, again, they're very good. Like, going into the banner, I was actually saying, like, I'm not really sure people should really, you know, summon on this metal cooler banner or anything, especially because it's going to be very hard for people to build teams. Like, it's just not going to be easy. But then they decided to go ahead and bless us with, you know, a lot of pretty solid free-to-play units. Looks like in this next phase, we will be able to finish off the giant cooler with a Dokkan attack, by the way. That'll be pretty nice. Okay, so on we go to the final phase. We can take him down, we'll break down the robot, and then we'll move on I would see. Here's the thing. I do want to take the robot into Super Battle Road as well. It's up right now, but I don't like taking units. Like, okay, here's the thing. I do recommend that people, like, if you're struggling with that Super Battle Road stage, the Extreme AGL one, like, you know, rainbow this AGL robot and he can help you out a lot. But I don't know if I don't recommend people taking him into, you know, Super Battle Road without putting, like, significant orbs into him. Because you really do want to build up their defense, right? That's, like, a really important thing. Because just the extra defense from all of those orbs, that's probably going to be the difference from the robot taking, you know, I don't know, 20k, 30k, 40k. Like he'll probably take, you know, 40k, 30k, something like that, maybe 25 to 20k. And you could basically cut that in half just by rainbowing him. So that would be huge in terms of taking less damage and actually going through those events, you know, hopefully having a Majin Vegeta or a friend Majin Vegeta, being able to use the final explosion and stuff. So that is one thing to consider. Of course, Metal Cooler himself, once I have him awakened, I do intend to take him into both normal Extreme AGL Super Battle Road, as well. Oh, we're going to get Golden Frieza, nice. As well as taking him into... Let's see, he can go in the Revived Warrior category stage, huh? That's like an official... I always like to try and showcase like new units that are coming out these days if they actually have a legit category stage. Like, I do want to show them off in that actual stage, and Metal Cooler does. He's on the Revived Warrior stage, although Revived Warrior is already one of the easier stages, just because, you know, a lot of those Revived Warrior units are like practically custom made for Super Battle Road. You know, units like LR Bojack, you know, LR Broly is very good. You know, Angel Golden Freeze is a very solid unit. The two Tapions are all very good units to actually bring to Revived Warrior Super Battle Road. One reason that stage is easy. You even have Tech Cell after his Easy 8 is a very strong unit over there. So I predict that that'll probably be one of the easiest stages for global players. I feel like a lot of people will be fine in taking down like the Potara stages. Especially because, you know, once you get those LR Vegeta or Gogeta fusions off, you're good. Good to go. Alright, so let's take a look at the robot here. So, this is Cold-Hearted Shot Cyclopean Guards. Their leader skill is AGL type Key 2, HP attack and defense 40%. Not bad for a free-to-play unit. Super attack is the Super Tech Gatling, which raises defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. Passive skill Robust Body is all allies defense plus 50%, and they reduce damage received by 40% for 7 turns from the start of turn. So they're an excellent defensive unit. Their links are Mechanical Menaces, Brutal Beatdown, Tough as Nails, Loyalty, Nightmare, and Fear and Faith. So they do have Fear and Faith, Brutal Beatdown, and Nightmare. Very, very common villain links, which is useful for them, I think, on both Extreme AGL, as well as on just a normal villain team. They actually have, you know, they could have a little bit of utility on that Frieza villain team. You know, as you guys saw, like, we cruised through it pretty easily. A lot of those, you know, good defensive units there. And the 12K multiplier is 130%. One reason they're not going to really hit so hard. But again, hitting hard is not what this unit is about. They are specifically about their high defense and the defense they will give to others. Very solid free-to-play unit, I would say. So, thanks, guys, for watching. Again, if you're struggling with Extreme AGL, this unit will help you out a lot. And I will catch y'all in the next one.